All right, so while everyone's at the beach, I decided to take a little detour and meet up with the man himself, Chance Shaw. You want to give a little intro as to how much of a beast you are on the table?
Well, I can always be better, right? But what's up, guys? I'm Chance Shaw. I'm the #1 arm wrestler in Florida. You might have seen some of my matches at East versus West against guys like Sandra Settis, Zurab Tabvaridze. I pulled John Brezink, Todd Hutchings. I've had a lot of great matches that you might recognize me from. Just don't look up the ones where I lose, right? Then you'll think I'm better than I am. Yeah, so I'm super excited to have James here. We're going to be testing him out, seeing how strong he is, what his weaknesses are, and hopefully I can give him a master class on how to improve.
And just to be clear, you're not the '1 in your weight class in Florida. You're the '1 overall.
Correct.
Correct?
Yeah, correct.
I got nothing for him, but we'll see.
You feel it in the elbow?
Yeah, the pain does go away once I warm up fully.
Yeah, and this is a really good way to warm up. I don't like the whole just moving back and forth thing because you're not really putting anything.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. So I've noticed with people that I've pulled that Chance, his style is the worst for me. There's really, and that's why I'm here to learn from him, because I want to learn what to do in that situation against someone like that.
What I want you to do is just kind of slowly show me what you would do on a ready go.
On a ready go?
Yeah.
Okay. So normally I would try to just slip right into a strap.
Okay.
Just because that's what was taught to me, and I just feel better in a strap. I'm really bad if we're out of a strap and someone has really strong pronation, they're always just going to be able to open me up.
So you're slipping out.
Yeah, or if they open up like this, I'm just gonna,
Okay.
you know, and sometimes like at the TAL tournament, towards the end, I was just saying, you want to just go right to the strap because I'm going to slip. Most people said, yeah, sure.
Did you have anyone that held on?
I had some people say, no, that's fine, and I said, okay, and then just
You were still able to slip?
Yeah, because of, mainly, I still need to work on this kind of slip.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel super natural to me, but
I can teach you that.
Just gripping someone like this at the start and then just flopper slipping never really fails. And in the times where people did hold on to me, I would just pin them outside of the strap.
Someone knows you're going to try to slip that way, they can grab you low.
Low? Yeah.
Because then if you try to slip right now, go ahead.
Right, then I'm going right into your bone.
Right, you can, yeah.
I feel that right away, yeah.
And then you're not really able to.
True.
So, just
in that case, I would probably just not panic, but I would probably have no choice but to just fully commit and just try to go bone on bone with them.
if you just know if you feel someone grab you low, you should not go for it.
Don't go for it. So try to go for a slip like that.
Yeah, you could, or you could just hook them, or use.
I don't feel anything there either.
So we'll get into slipping a little bit later.
Okay.
I can teach you how to slip pretty well. The most important thing that you want to worry about whenever the referee's putting on the strap is keeping your webbing as high as possible. You're familiar with webbing?
Yes.
It's this part. You just want this as high as possible. It's going to be high or low.
Right.
You always want to take low. Low is better for every move in arm wrestling as far as I'm concerned.
So there's nothing where high is good, really.
Not that I've ever been able to figure out. Because the issue is when you put the strap higher on your wrist, as I pronate, it puts all the pressure on your wrist immediately. When it's lower, as I pronate, you have your bone to block it.
Right. What I would probably do is start getting like this.
Okay.
And as soon as they say ready, go, I'm just gonna throw myself forward. I would throw myself into a press.
Okay.
So, do you want me to do that?
Yeah. Just I'll pull
Wait,
ready to go.
let me just do half pressure and make sure everything's feeling good.
Sure.
Yeah, actually, it feels pretty solid.
And you don't have to go for the pin, and I won't put pressure. I just kind of want to see the movement. So ready, go. Okay. You gotta be faster. You gotta go on go, right?
I know, but I wasn't sure if you're not resisting at
No.
all.
I just want to see your movement.
I'll try to do what you said.
Sure.
So you're gonna pull me out
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying go like this.
Exactly. Yeah. You're already in a really good position. The muscles that they're using to block your press is this, right? It's all it's the brachialis. It's pulling towards them. They're not using something to defend side pressure.
Right.
So if you're quick and you hit here and then this
and then
way,
back, I got
you're
you.
hitting a muscle that they're not defending.
Right.
Because they're not thinking about that. They're like, dang, this guy presses, I'm gonna keep him out of that, and you go a direction that they're
Okay,
not
so let me try one more time.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna do instead of side pressure from here, I'm gonna try more back.
Okay.
So press.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Rather than trying to transition more to an open hook, you can still stay where you can use this muscle.
You're right.
The more muscles
It seems
you can
obvious, but like to someone who doesn't who's never heard that before, it's not obvious.
Yeah.
But once you said it, I'm like, yeah, why would I give up center?
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
And not only give up center, but the more muscles you can use, the stronger you are, right? So
right.
why use less muscles?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So what's just same thing?
Yeah, go ahead, and I'm just gonna hold a little bit longer, and I just want you to work a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I go like pretty hard?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. That was a really good transition.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome. One thing is when you're pulling, try not to separate your shoulder from your hand too much.
I was trying not to, but you're kind of strong, buddy.
Yeah, of course. But sometimes it's better to drive with a little bit less effort and control the match than drive with all the effort and lose
Okay.
some center.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So try to stay tighter in here rather than, because as I was here, you were kind of opening me up.
So you were here and you were driving and I was stopping and you were separating a little. That's why I wanted to see you work so I could kind of see. So what I mean is if you're here and you drive and you start separating, just stay. You're using more muscles, they're using less muscles, so eventually you'll win.
Okay.
Go ahead and go like 50% effort. And
in a press?
Whatever move that you would usually do,
Okay.
so then I can feel it and try to critique it.
Okay. Oh, I gotta stay tight.
Yep. You see how you're staying tight, and as I move, you're gaining, pushing me more and more. That's exactly what you want to do.
Okay.
You want to be able to drive this direction. So a press should be able to drive.
Ooh.
Right? If you start here,
Then
the
I got
only
no
option
room
is
left.
muscling it over.
I got you.
That's quite difficult. You want to be able to use momentum. That's part of the go. So if you're here, you can shoot to this corner or from here to this corner. It just depends on what feels better.
Because I've also heard, and I want to hear what you have to say about this, if you're pressing someone and you got them down here, but they have you block, instead of trying to finish the press, you can kind of push them into the pad.
That's an
forward.
option. But from there, go back to that position. You can also bring your elbow back
Back, which, to this corner or this corner?
to this corner. And that, so here, I'll show you.
Now you're disconnected,
I'll show
kind of?
you on this side.
Okay.
So if you're here, you can keep the pressure down and pull back. Now
Okay.
you're pulling them under that pin there.
So
riser all the way up,
riser.
and then on go, you're dipping. Exactly.
Oh. Yeah, it's just gone.
Exactly. Now this is a really good option to have because slipping under can be dangerous sometimes. If you miss the go and you try to slip under,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
I'm
it's
done.
over. It's
Right,
over.
right.
If you miss the go and you try to slip over, you know, you can.
Right, yeah. I see.
Even right here is not losing position because you have hand control.
Okay.
So I would try to learn this. Riser all the way up,
Riser. And then
dump the riser and
ready.
top roll.
Okay, so like, ready, go?
Yeah. Ready, go. Boom. Done.
It's just that.
Yeah,
Split.
and if
Okay.
you want, you can sell it a little bit more and make
like,
it.
You know, go like that as you do it?
Yeah, exactly. So sell it a little bit more. Now
Right.
it looks like I was trying to top roll. I just
Right.
So
That's why I like just asking people, because if they plan on doing that, I'm just gonna be like, listen, I'm gonna slip. Like,
Yeah.
you want to just skip this?
yeah, my last match in Turkey at East versus West, we just agreed to the straps every
Right.
single round
I
because
see.
there's no reason not to.
For me, with the best move, so it's try to mess with me, like as if we're not in ref grip yet.
Sure. So like,
So do
go
it.
ahead and set up however you would be setting up.
What if I just like completely go limp?
Yeah, perfect.
Would that be like a good defense? Because I don't have the best endurance.
Yeah. So go completely limp. This is the issue. I can load up completely, and you're not loaded up at all.
Right.
And unless you're super fast, I'm gonna go right through.
Right.
You. But now I can start as soon as you start loading.
But it's okay. I see.
Now
But
thi-
I would, if I think like this is definitely gonna go to ref script, I might as well just go limp
Exactly.
until I think they're gonna say ready go, and then get tight. You start
Exactly.
messing with me again, go limp again.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I do. If you ever watch me, I just set up the way I'm going to set up. If you start pulling, I just go like this. Because there's no reason to waste the stamina
Right.
unless you believe that you have a lot more stamina.
Yeah.
Because then fight, why not?
Right. You want to try? I want to try like some different variations, just
Sure.
because I don't want to
And
be
the
known
strap?
as the presser.
Okay.
Because then people can figure out my. Actually, you know what's funny? At the TAL tournament,
Yeah.
there was a guy there. I think his name was Willie. Shout out Willie. You seem like a nice guy. But someone came up to me and said, Willie is looking at your YouTube videos and studying how you pull. And I
awesome.
said, dude, why? Like,
Trouble now?
pretty sure he was a pro.
Your hook's not too bad. I think the thing that's lacking the most is this pressure here, just being able to pull back in the hook. The side pressure when you're driving feels good, but this.
So let me try that more. I wasn't focusing on it too much.
Maybe you always do this, maybe it's just because what I told you, but as you're separating, you're coming right back up.
It's because of what you told me.
Okay.
Normally I do separate and keep pulling down here, but no, now I'm...
Because if you do that, there's some guys here in Florida that do that. I'm not going to name names, right? But if you do this and you start separating and you're patient, you're eventually going to take center and win.
Yeah, because I started to do that here, and then I would kind of regrip and come back up.
And it felt really good.
Thank you.
And the whole time you should be fighting for advantages. Either center or hand or taking the pronator or whatever.
Okay. So here,
the goal is never to pin, but it's to take all the advantage out.
Okay.
If you focus too much on pinning, you're going to lose advantages.
Right. Because you're going to forget about they're slowly taking advantages out of you, and then you're already fucked.
Exactly.
I see. Okay, so I'll try to do the same thing, but more back pressure this time.
Yep.
So
but not directly back through the bottom two of the finger. So
like supination?
Exactly, supination and cup.
Okay.
As you're going back.
I recently got that little cone attachment that I've only used it for a couple weeks, but I like it because I had weak pinkies and weak fingertips.
That'll help a lot.
So when I start with a hook, where should it just be front and center for my elbow?
I would say front and center
over this way?
or front to this. And this section is where
that gives me more distance here.
Well, not only the direction this way, but this way.
Okay.
So, like Eastern European method of hooking is going to be set up almost like a top roll, and on go, they're going to take this gap here, they're going to collapse on it.
So it's almost like a press in a way.
Exactly, but they're hitting,
but
now it's here, right?
Yeah.
So they're using this to close the gap with momentum.
Okay.
They're setting up like a top roll to close the gap.
I see. I feel like that's a lot of side pressure. I feel almost more comfortable like pulling back into the side, but I'm gonna try more back pressure.
So try from like this to this.
Okay.
In a straight line. Yep.
Okay. Like I'm gonna get you to here, and we're just gonna let me have it, and then I'm gonna build up to like 95%.
Okay. So you just want me to let you go?
Yeah. I mean, don't block it too much, or else.
Okay.
All right. So come down here, but then you see you can go like that.
So hold on. Let's start over.
Okay.
From the go, bring it almost to the edge of here.
Oh, okay. I thought I did, but I think I stopped here because I'm always scared of going off.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And also, don't move your shoulder first, move your hand first.
Okay.
Because if you move your shoulder first, then you're just...
The shoulder line or whatever.
Exactly.
I got you. Okay. So
when I'm saying that, I mean...
Exactly. And then shoulder follows it.
Yeah, and bring your body a little more this way.
This way?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That way when you move, you're not pushing yourself out of your shoulder.
Here, and then I'm hand first, and shoulder follows it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now,
So now
this
we can
point,
build up.
what I was talking about, bottom, the pinky. Yeah.
Wait,
Here, we'll loosen up the strap a little.
Okay.
So once you're back in that position, no pressure. Okay. Bottom of the hand, pinky, ring finger, cup that in, and now with that, pull back, your elbow back.
Like here? Right. Or back this way.
This direction, what it's doing is it's taking this muscle out of it. So my pronator that I'm using to defend when you're here, if you take that and you pull that way, now it's taking that muscle out of play. And from that point, you can go this direction, you can go that direction. You have a lot of options.
Work on that for now. So start here, hand, then shoulder, kind of in one swift motion.
Yep, exactly.
And then like here.
Yeah, you see how you're separating everything. Now
and
all I'm holding
from
with
here,
is
how should I just kind of like side and down?
Yeah, you can go side and down. You could press like the other person told you.
I see.
Yeah, you have a lot of options.
So
if I was there, I'll show you real quick.
Okay.
If I'm here and I'm pulling here, now I can either pin you this way, I can come up over top, pin you that way, whatever.
Okay.
It's all about taking advantages.
Okay.
So one more and then take a break?
Yeah, on right, for sure.
Yeah. I know it is, and I don't mean to overload.
All right, 3, 2.
Bottom of the pink, there should be a lot of pressure rotating it then. Yeah, and then back. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like my whole palm just like constricts.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I have to keep like opening it back up.
But one other thing, just so you know.
Yeah.
Whenever the buckle's on your hand, you should always ask for the strap to be tight towards you.
Oh, you can ask that?
Of course. And they can tell you no. But you can ask anything you want.
Okay. Want to do a ready go, or can I just start? Okay.
Oh, my elbow came off. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, that's awesome.
I felt like, even though you have bigger hands, I felt like I couldn't get my hands around yours as much, and my fingertips were at risk of like just being opened
So
up.
what Daniel's doing is called a low hand top roll. It's when you bring the back of your hand as far back as possible, and that blocks the hook.
When you bring your,
The back of your hand, so your thumb.
oh yeah, so like this, right? Like whenever.
Jesus. Really strong.
Yeah.
I can only try to, you want to try it again and I'll see if I can stop you?
Sure.
Try my best.
All right.
I don't think I'll be
I'm
done.
gonna go a little faster though, because now I know you're you're trying harder. You ready?
Yep. That's awesome.
It's quick, right?
Well, okay. Give us. I feel like
Do
that's
you want me
kind
to
of
give you a ready go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to try and stop you outside.
All right. Ready, go.
Okay.
Remember, you don't always have to try to pen. You want to try to get advantages. So you looked really good in the start of that, but Daniel was patient. And every time you drive, you're giving up pressure a little more. Oh, there you go. That was a good transition. But if you watched, your wrist slowly became more and more
It
backwards.
did. It did, and that's why I started to come back up.
Yep.
Because if I kept pushing, it would just give more. So I
Yep.
kind of tried to regain a little bit.
Yep.
When, if you were to hit, how would you do that? What's your go-to?
I'm a top roller. But
Top roller? Okay. That's what I'm bad at. Is
I mean,
if someone
Yeah, your
hits
setup's not for
with-
top rolling at all.
Okay, so how would I defend it though? So
There's a lot.
try to top roll me like 60%, right? That would just be kind of what I do. Is like just trying to maintain. I mean, obviously I would go with it a little more, but it would mainly just be trying to resist the top roll with my cup.
Holding on is probably the worst thing.
Okay.
Like if you try to hold and try to fight it, it's it's easy. It's really easy. For him,
I'm a pretty good flop wrist presser, so I almost feel like if I just gave it to
so
him,
don't hold on and
it could get me into a good position.
That's going to be better.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
A counter to the low hand top roll is a flop press.
Okay.
If it's executed properly.
Right, and fast.
Exactly.
Because
if you
as
start
he's trying
from
to
here,
roll over, I can give it to him and get into a good position.
Exactly.
So I'll press this time. You ready?
I got that. Crazy.
You ready? Okay. We'll do it.
Ready, go?
Yeah.
Okay, ready, go.
No. All right. Good.
So straighten your shoulder.
No, you did. You did it right. I was still messing with my grip.
So both of you just straighten your shoulders. Yeah. Ready, go. So again, at slow pulls, you're really
Right,
strong. You
right.
have the power. You just got to figure out the setups.
I feel like for some reason with my right, I'm not like committing as fast.
It's
like,
hard too,
With my left, I was all in, but with this, it's like I get into position and I'm like 80%.
Are you nervous or?
I think, I don't know, maybe because there's pain there. Hold on, let me. You ready?
Don't separate, remember. Bring that elbow towards your body. You're good. Nice.
It's good. It's hard for me to not like.
Yeah. Roll out of it.
If I am trying, I come here, and now I'm trying to come back, but he pushes.
Oh yeah, and I get to
How,
here.
how do I?
You don't want to fight yourself. So if you're pulling, go back to the front of the pack.
Okay.
So if you went here and you're trying to pull back and your wrist is coming back, you're fighting yourself.
Okay.
So don't do it.
So just stay here.
Exactly.
No, but my wrist didn't start coming back until I
you
started
pull back.
pulling. Yeah.
Because you're fighting yourself. All that back pressure is going on your wrist because that's the weak point.
So just get my wrist stronger is what you're saying, Jason. That's just a matter of like training.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Like if I didn't have a weak wrist, then he wouldn't be able to block so well.
but arm wrestling is chess, so there's always a weak point. No matter how strong your wrist gets, it might be the weak point in a certain position.
Right.
So-
So I'm saying if I was there, and now I'm trying to do what you said and kind of supinate and
But
pull
sometimes
and
that's not the right move.
So sometimes just stay here.
So if
then.
you pull a little and you
Or
feel it
just
on your wrist,
transition.
exactly. Go a different
I'm trying
direction.
that.
Because the same
That might
move
be
is
better
not going
for
to
me.
work in every situation.
Right.
You have to be able to
You
adapt.
can also you can still pull through your hand without lat dragging.
Correct. You can still,
Yeah.
you know, peck
Right.
deck motion almost.
Let's see.
Like hand towards the shoulder.
So we'll just start slogging. But now you know it's coming.
Yeah. I watched you calculating that. That was good.
That's good. That was really good.
Well, I don't know if this was right, but I moved my elbow farther here
So you can
that
get
when I
behind
came
it
over,
easily.
I'd be over
Yeah.
rather than like this.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Whew. Felt my tendons cry out for help right about here. Yeah. That was not as technically proficient on my
No,
part,
it wasn't.
but
When you're going in the start, you're almost giving your wrist away immediately.
I think it's just
Because
very
he's
tired
loading
at this
here.
point.
Yeah, but like your movements. He's loading into your wrist and you're kind of giving into it.
See, I just can't stop that.
Don't separate too much.
I'm not gonna push him. I think I watch it.
I think you do. Go for
I'm
it.
getting tired.
Yeah, I am.
So, see how much separation there is there when you're
Yeah.
trying to defend? Just try to bring it all closer. The closer you are, the more efficient you are. And I know
Sure.
you're just getting gassed out and your muscles are failing. And
Yeah, I don't know why.
it's the end of practice, but just remember, if you can be closer, it's going to be more efficient.
True. I think I saw him go back with back pressure, and I just kind of copycatted.
Yeah,
But then he came back in, and I just
Yeah.
stayed out.
exactly.
Those transitions. That's what I was saying. My right can move.
Huh?
My right can move in like that. My left can't.
Oh, okay.
Ready, go! Watch your separation. Crazy position. So if you're going to be dropping your body, what you want to try to focus on is getting your pronation up and around. For example, Michael Todd, if you watch him, as he
Right.
drops, he's trying to do this.
I can
And
try
I'm not
that
saying
in
you weren't trying
maybe
that.
20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not saying you weren't trying that, but
Yeah.
just know if you are going to drop this.
That is normally. Remember, I was saying I went
Yeah.
like this, but right now everything is so gassed out. It's like
Yeah.
I don't want to train in bad positions just because I'm gassed out. I'd rather take it there.
Yeah, of course.
Well, before doing it.